Ladies and gentlemen, you see what it is. I ain't even about to say nothing. I couldn't even get the link up. I couldn't get the thing going the way I needed to get it going. But let me just say this. You know how it is. You know how it is when this happens. I gotta say it. Oh,
I came in right on time.
I'm gonna do it again, ladies and gentlemen. And new
WWE Women's Tag Team Champs for the third time.
for the third time. I love it. You like it? I love it. I love it.
Good match.
Hey, you see the time
It
these
was.
women cook.
That should have been the PLE match.
Hey, these women cooked.
Cooked.
Y'all might be mad in the comments.
Hey, you know what we say when the food good? They put their foot in it.
Hey, someone got their foot.
They put their foot in it.
I'm happy, but I'm also a little disappointed.
Think it's another missed opportunity to bring Jay back.
That's why I'm drinking
Nail
right
on
now.
the head.
Oh man,
Nail
HP done rubbed
on
off on Gamage.
head.
He got my boy with the. He part of the Street Profits now.
Hey, my man got the sippable. My man got the sippable. Oh no. There we go. Had to get that corrected. Little technical difficulty.
Nah, little promo. Shout
Little
out to the
promo.
Hall Freezy universe. If you don't know, HP has another channel where he talks movies, Marvel, and all that other good stuff. So check him out over there, Hall Freezy universe. And after you're done with that, stream Good Karma by D. Archie Carter on all streaming platforms.
Yo, I love it. I love
Come on,
it.
just like you hanging out with some people that who you was with recently, bro. You be sneaky with it.
See, I was with Kirsty Hemme and Lana Brooke. I think she goes by Ash Elegance now.
Yeah, Ash my elegance. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let for those who just popping in, you know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I give it to you the way we give it to you whenever there's a new WWE Women's Tag Team
The
Championship.
WWE is really invested in Liv Morgan.
Yeah, facts. She was their breadwinner as far as the female wrestling, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, WWE is concerned. She was ratings. She was ratings.
And she was
I
a
mean, you go
workhorse.
to what's going on with the Judgment Day? Why is there so many Judgment Day? Judgment Day was holding down segments, and they could see, just like you go to YouTube Studio, you can see where your spikes are. You
And
can
we
see
just
like
said last week, Raquel and Roxanne had a great match.
yeah.
Raquel was involved in another good match. I said this before. I think she's finally settling down in her new role, and it's working.
It's working very well.
It's working.
It's working very well.
I have nothing bad to say about it.
Nah, there's nothing. The dynamic, the aesthetic, the promo. She doesn't do a lot of talking, so that's good though. That's how Diesel was, and we made that joke.
That's what they just need to start calling Liv Morgan the Heartbreak Kid and calling Raquel Big Mommy Cool.
And that's it. And it's sold actually. If you do that, Heartbreak Liv and Diesel Rodriguez.
Heartbreak Liv and Big Mommy Cool. It works.
You know what I'm saying? Diesel Rodriguez works too.
Rodriguez.
It works because one, Liv is a heartthrob. Two, Liv is your main. I actually think she's more over right now in the company than Rhea. I think Rhea has been injured so much in the
Rhea's
last
return, it cooled off real quick.
It's cooled off real quick. Like
Rhea and Roman's both returns, I don't think either was as big as they should have been, and they both kind of cooled off.
I don't think Roman is. I think now Roman is cooled off.
Yeah.
Not entirely though. Not entirely. But you can definitely see the slope of, you know what I'm saying, the temperature dropping. You know
and people could not wait for Rhea Ripley to get back.
Misused. And not misused in a sense. And I was going to bring this up. I don't want to jump around. I'll bring it up later. Trust me, I can't miss the point because when we talk about the IC match, it's a direct. Fuck it, we're going to do it.
Well, let's get into it then, HP.
When we talk about these championships and these core, like Rhea, we wanted her to come back. we got to see her in there with other people too. Even though we wanted her to get the revenge with Liv, whether she was going to win that feud or not, it's like that's all she did in the last year. At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah, she
No,
chased.
it was. They
Yeah,
dragged it way too long.
They dragged it way too long, and now you're moving her on, and it's like there's no energy for it. Io Sky is dry versus you because there's no real, no,
rhyme or reason, and they're both kind of baby faces.
yeah, exactly. So these things kind of like hurt. Meanwhile, Liv, she over here still hot. She breaking up with the Judgment Day. You
She
better not
moved
do
on,
this.
and she got some more gold.
Got some more go, and she looks good doing it. To be honest, her matches are stellar. She's got backup with Raquel. The Dom storyline is still interesting because it's like, are you messing with him or not?
It's not necessarily interesting. It's just Dom is doing Dom things, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Dom
Fact.
is Doming, and it's working.
Dom is
The
Dom.
growth in Dominic Mysterio needs to be studied because I remember just a few years ago, people was like really hard on Dominic. Pause.
I think that was premature though. Even though it was happening, I always felt he was too young. Like you watched him when he was a kid, literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
people
to
was
be honest,
dogging
he's
him,
not
and it
old.
just I always said Dom wrestled well because he wrestled like he was training, if that makes sense.
I mean, he's the son of
That's what I'm
Rhodes.
saying. And now it's kind of like he got that, oh, I'm wrestling with other people thing. Like something clicked. And then the gimmick, the mustache, the cow boots, like Dom is really he leaned into whatever it was and it worked.
Miss Awesome Saucy. I'm gonna say this. This is why I feel personally why it has not run its course. People still crave to it. People still gravitate to it. And the reason why you gravitate to it is because one, I don't think there's a proper way to finish the Liv Dom story.
I don't think it is a story. I just think it's
I
a
don't think it
thing
is a
now.
story either. It's
It's
just
just a
part of
thing.
who they
It's
are.
just a
Yeah,
thing
it's just
now.
right. Yeah, it's just you want to see Dom. Dom is about to cheat. Liv. He was in the doghouse with Liv. It's like your standard relationship. Like Dom, you got to do better, bro. You know what I mean? Like Dom, you got to. You know what I'm saying? You better hit Gamage. Gamage gives you that advice. Gamage, you know what I'm saying? You better give your man some advice. Uh,
Look,
It's
what?
awesome saucy. If
I'll
Jade
have
was
a
not
really
ready
bad
ring
showing the
wise,
company
Hold
end
on.
of
What?
they
both.
should have never put her in there anyway.
What? Hold on. Y'all went at the same time. What happened?
No, I was replying to Ms. Awesome Sauce. He said, if Jay's not ready ring wise, why have her in there? I said, if Jay's not ready ring wise, why bring her in anyway? Put her in main events, put gold on her if she's not ready.
They
I
should have just let Jade start at NXT. That's where they messed up with Jade.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna disagree.
they had a hot talent that they just said, hey, go. And we're not really sure why she's not around. So I don't know.
I think
You could have gave her a year to train. We know we would have known who she was a year later. I think they just put her in. Sometimes you jump in the deep end and sink or swim.
I agree. I just think it is sink or swim, and you got to do that with stars. You want them to convert over to like look at. I think now maybe some sort of precedent set where they might not do that, but then again, Motor City Machine Guns went straight to WWE main roster, and they went straight to tag team titles, and they're really not hot in WWE yet because
Yeah,
they
but they
had
had years of
Yeah, those were
wrestling
people.
experience to where they could wrestle and get in the ring.
yeah, but WWE. I'm gonna say this for the thousandth time. They're really not a wrestling company. They're an entertainment company that wrestles.
But we
Like
know that. But we're talking about Jade Cargill right now.
right,
I think
and
we
that's why
all can agree that she was pretty
that's
green, and to be thrown in those spots was premature.
that's I think why they kind of remember at this time when they got her, the women's division was hot. It was hot. It wasn't stale, but it wasn't what it is now. It wasn't what it is now, and she actually added to that. And they were like, "Hey, we can mask it. Put her in a tag team with Bianca. They'll probably be hot." That paid off. However, now
How
you're
did that
stuck.
pay off?
Well, you got Bianca super hot again. Bianca's probably super super hot. and it's not me comparing Thomas Six. It's not me comparing Jade. It's me looking at how they bringing in new talent. In the last since Jade came in at last year's Royal Rumble, what new talent went straight to the main roster? Motor City Machine Guns. All the other new talent, Ricky Saints, aka Ricky Starks, went down to NXT. Julia, Stephanie Vicure, Delta, aka Zarya, all went to NXT. But Jade was the last.
I think it was a money grab and a Cody influence. I really believe that's what it was.
It was definitely.
I'll go with you on the money grab.
It was a money
I'll
grab.
go with you on the money grab. I think it was timing too. You're going into the Royal Rumble. You need surprises. Hey, you know what I mean? Because it's not like she went into the Royal Rumble and shook Bianca's hand and they was, you know what I'm saying? They had a little stare off. They had the little money, not the money, but the power spot. And then next thing you know, they kind of just like morphed them into a tag team somehow, some way.
Yeah, Thomas, he bugging. That the Guns and Jay's not the same thing. But
no, again, I'm not.
We'll circle back.
I'm not comparing them, but again, if I'm gonna do a comparative analysis, look at everyone who's come in the last year. Name all the people who went straight to main roster. Jade Cargill, Motor City Machine Guns. I'm not comparing Motor City Machine Guns to Jade Cargill. No, we're saying okay, everyone else. Julia went all over the world. Stephanie Vicure all over the world. Ricky Stanks wrestled for many, many companies, right? Even Joe Hendry.
They played the parlay and they didn't hit.
But this is my point. I want to make it clear so people don't understand. I've never said like Motor City Machine Guns looking at them versus Jay Cart. No, I'm not comparing them to. I'm looking at all new talent and seeing Jay was the first to do it. Kind of a gamble. Didn't really work. Even the TNA stars, right? They're in another company and they're still going to NXT. Joe Hendry.
Hell, the Hardy Boys going to be there tomorrow.
like damn, Jade, you don't fuck some shit up. You got the Hardys going to NXT.
Hey.
God damn.
I think they were hoping Jade would become what Bianca became because Bianca had really no in-ring experience in time through her time in NXT, and she wasn't there that long. She just kind of took to it.
Penta, you're right, Franklin. Penta was the latest, and he went straight to main roster. You're 100% correct.
And he cooked tonight too. God, so that guy's good, bro.
Not to hold too long, but out of the last about 20 give or take acquisitions, 3 to 4 of them went to main roster, going all the way back to Jade. That's not a lot because the standard was before you go to main roster, and now it's like, let's peel that back. So okay, that's fair, but Jade was a missed opportunity tonight. I don't know what the hell.
Jade was a missed opportunity at the Rumble. Jade was a missed opportunity for Elimination Chamber. But if she's not ready, she's not ready.
But what is ready? This girl out here taking all type of. You see her Instagram today?
She's taking pictures, but she's not taking bumps. It's not the same thing.
You're right. Yeah. You're right.
But how do we start this show?
I think Amaj got to start the. Shit.
Delicious. Gamaj, I don't think these out yet.
Gamaj, you got to start from the top. We're going to follow Gamaj. We're going to get 5 words out of Gamaj tonight. We're going 5.
Let's start the show with a toast. Everybody at home, raise your glasses. The doors to the church are now open. Gamaj, what we doing?
Oh man.
Don't worry. Logan Paul started the show tonight. What was your thoughts on it?
I'm not gonna hold you. Logan Paul does not entertain me at all, but that's from a biased perspective. So when he's there, I'm just waiting for him to get off my screen. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're waiting for him to get off the screen?
Yeah, off the screen. I don't really care for his promos. In-ring work, cool. I'll watch his matches, but promo, I just don't care.
Logan Paul talks and wrestles better than a lot of people on that roster.
He definitely wrestles than a lot.
He said he's a full-timer now. Yes. I don't know what that means. I just don't need... I don't know what that means. I just don't need the long, drawn-out CM Punk promos all the time.
I I think you're going to continue to get him. One, he's a megastar.
You're gonna get him.
Not within the world of wrestling, but in the grand scheme of things. 29.
Oh yeah, it's viral already. Him just being in the wrestling ring is viral.
Right, exactly. So I think we're going to continue seeing those type of promos. I think they throw CM Punk in there. Throw some popular people in there with him. See. Let's throw our reel out and let's see.
He held his own. Not many people can hold their own on a mic with Punk. He did pretty good. Right. Got the point across. Right. Elimination Chamber. That was the selling point.
I do think
okay opening, but you know what your main event was, and then you had Cody Rhodes coming later in the show, so wasn't a bad opening. I like Logan Paul.
Would you say Logan Paul is a better wrestler? I don't want to say better wrestler. Do you think Logan Paul is more entertaining and deserves another title run? Which title you could pick?
Logan Paul is not entertaining, but he's annoying. And there have been annoying wrestlers throughout wrestling that you just kind of like, okay, this guy. He's just a heel. Natural heel.
Daddy Hunter Ashley is funny as shit. Why you want this man to step on all your Legos? I don't know if y'all got kids.
See, and that's what you want from your heels. You want somebody who has a punchable face. And
hey,
he's doing his job.
Can wrestle. Franklin, Logan Paul's a modern day Miz, that's a pretty accurate statement. Logan Paul is a modern day Miz.
I would give him I would have his sliders a little higher than the Miz, actually.
Yeah, because at least he wrestles better than Miz.
I think he's more entertaining.
And when he's in the ring, he goes for it, bro. Like, he goes for it. You got to respect that.
Facts. But I remember something Ronda Rousey said about Logan Paul, and that she said she would have been better if she would have got all the extended courtesies that Logan Paul gets. Logan Paul has so much time to rehearse his matches and do spot rehearsal and things like that, to where she was more like, I'm on the grind.
You mean at the ring that he had at his house, or when he moved to Florida, the same things you could have done?
No, it's different, because remember, Ronda was doing a full WWE schedule.
I'm pretty sure she has some say in that.
I'm pretty sure to a degree, yeah, there was. It's also a bargaining chip. Logan Paul was a bigger worldwide.
You get what you
I mean, I don't even know if he was a bigger name. Ronda Rousey at one point was a icon.
Hey, you get what you negotiate. You can't compare your check to somebody else's check.
No, but I think what she was trying to insinuate was not the check, but like the quality of match. I think she took that personal, because I think she actually wanted to be really successful in the WWE.
I thought Ronda Rousey took to wrestling like a fish to water.
No, I think she did, but I think she didn't get the critical acclaim that Logan Paul get.
Yeah, it was other stuff with her now. It was Ronda had some shit with her. Yeah. I think Ronda was.
You're right, not a full schedule, but much more than Logan.
I think Ronda was Ronda's problem.
Maybe. I can't speak on it because I didn't really follow her. I thought she did well in wrestling. I would like to see her come back. However, I don't know where she fits into the card at this point anymore.
Nah, after she violated and was talking about how wrestling's fake, and then she was like, a lot of these matches and how it would be fake, she was wilding, bro. They're not bringing her back.
Hey, they brought Braun Strowman back. He wasn't too far from what she was saying.
That's a good point.
I didn't catch when Braun said it.
Oh, Braun was wilding.
Damn.
Yeah, Braun was wilding.
He was talking about the fans. I don't know how much he went in on the company. He definitely was shitting on the fans, and him and EC3 tried to start their own promotion. And
a lot of people think they could do it, man, but it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot.
Hey, like Logan Paul said, you fail, you come back home eventually.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Logan Paul, as far as any celebrity that's done it, because I still count him as a celebrity, he is the best that I've seen.
I'm going to lean a little bit towards Bad Bunny, but Logan has had more matches than Bad Bunny.
And that's
Bad Bunny.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had this. I ain't gonna lie too. Logan even saved Rey Mysterio, and they talked about that. Randy Orton and and Logan, and how it just came natural to do it to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me slide a position or add a position essentially to catch him, because otherwise he would have hurt himself. And it's like little nuance, like you probably don't see it. We think whatever, but when wrestlers call it out and then you rewatch it, you're like, oh shit.
No,
Like,
we saw it. Ray was about to land on top of his head.
Definitely was.
So
yeah. So
but decent opening segment. Wasn't bad.
let me ask this, because after that we get the three-way match, triple threat, Penta, Ludwig Kaiser, and Pete Dunne. So let me
Fire.
ask you,
Fire.
fire? Yeah.
Fire.
Fire.
I thought Raw was great tonight, and this match, low key, I wish would have had more build up or something. I feel like it was missing something as far as promo and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Because what we got out of it, Penta looked strong, Pete Dunne looked good, and Ludwig Kaiser comes away with the dub.
You know, I'm an Imperium guy. So
Ludwig Kaiser comes away with the dub.
It was also a good call to not have them pin Penta.
we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
No, you know what's funny? I thought for a moment in the match, like, yeah, Penta's gonna lose tonight. You gotta. I think this is gonna be where they kind of like have him look strong, so the loss won't hurt. You know, but you can build the rivalry, and he didn't take the L.
And you
Pete
have
Dunne.
3 international superstars. So
Ludwig finally got some shine. Yes, Vinny.
nah, Ludwig can wrestle.
Ludwig. Here's my thing. These
I'm
three
just glad he's still around after Imperium, because
Yeah.
seen his boy.
Imperium was 4 people at one time.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that third one. We ain't gotta talk about him.
My boy got repackaged and packed up out of here.
They repackaged him just to bury him
Yeah, it
twice.
was a good match. And the crazy thing is, they still haven't let Penta go.
No, they're not going to. WWE's too control for that. They made in the future one of those gimmick matches though.
They
Big
tease it.
spotlights.
They tease it a lot, but they've not let him go. I always said that about Sami Zayn. If you know Sami Zayn's past, that El Generico moveset
It's
is
crazy.
some
Oh, you're crazy.
video
Yeah.
game shit for real.
I
If
actually
they
Even
ever let
some of
Sammy
that.
go,
I think you might see some of that at Elimination Chamber in this
you
non-sync.
will.
yeah.
I think we get that because the comfort level with Kevin Owens and the history, they're probably as familiar can get with each other. You know, if you're gonna let someone go, oh man, I
My
got two
only
guys
thing
who love
about
with each
Penta
other.
is I don't want him to fall in that area where I said a lot of wrestlers fall, to where people like him so much, it doesn't matter if he has a title or if he wins or loses. They just happy to see him. And when you're so over like that, you can fall in that spot real easy.
I hope
You
it
see
doesn't,
my name,
because
so
and here's why I hope it doesn't happen, for a couple reasons, but two particular. This is where the WWE titles need to mean something, right? We need Ludwig Kaiser to start making that, like, somebody who wins these matches. Well, we know what title he's talking about. It's got to be the mid tier, because these are mid tier guys. But make it. And after this, when I get through with them, Mr. 23 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because again, when you have people chasing the belts, it makes the belt, oh, he's chasing, this guy's chasing, this guy's chasing. This is what we had in the Attitude Era, golden age of wrestling. Even in Ruthless Aggression with the world titles, it was crazy. All those guys wanted to be champion, from
and
Edge.
everybody got a shot. Eventually,
Everyone
you
got
got
a
a shot.
shot. You know what I'm saying? And so when you have matches like this and they are emphasizing what they're going for, and then later you see Braun and he's having, that helps to make titles, right? It really does. It can't just be the champion having a match and then, well, what's next? Nobody. Oh, I'll take this pay-per-view off.
But yeah,
No,
that was a good match. I enjoyed it. Penta, I was worried about him in the beginning, but I think he's gonna be just fine in the WWE.
let me ask you a question. Gamaj, you first. Do any of these three, let me not say three, because I'm pretty sure Penta's going. Do either Ludwig Kaiser or Pete Dunne end up making on a WrestleMania card? 2 nights.
I think it's possible, but the way I would want them to be in it, I would like a 5-man or 6-man match for the IC belt.
Okay. Okay. I disagree, but I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Archie, what you think? Not Penta.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
That's still a thing, man.
It better not be. Just trash it.
That's the only way, bro. That's the only way. And I'm a Pete Dunne fan. Y'all know that. So
I'll take Gamage's idea. Make a 6-man match, but the winner is the new number one contender for that title. Because when you have IC titles or whatever, any title really,
well, they
it should
teased
be,
Brian and AJ. So
and we should get that. If that's where they want to go, we should get that. And then who's going to be for the next month or once they finish their thing? Because
they teased Brian and AJ. I would like to see Brian get that. That'd be a feather, a real feather in his hat.
But you know what? They also teased him and Finn Balor tonight too, possibly.
They also did.
Yeah, let me get this Finn Balor hate off my chest real quick.
Hey, you got hate on your heart, let it out.
Finn Balor, Prince Devitt. You have a new T-shirt that says 10 years of your logo. And I think that's about right. Because all we got out of Finn Balor and WWE was 10 years of good merch.
Damn.
And that's disappointing. Very.
Damn. So them title reigns mean
they
nothing.
They ruined Finn Balor. We never got the Bullet Club. They ruined the Demon. Now you're on your knees having a staring contest with Brian Breaker.
Not on your knees, brother.
And Finn Balor's a superstar, bro.
100% agree with you. He should be a mid-tier guy.
He has the look. He can talk. He's not even the leader of the group he's in.
I'm okay with that, per se, if he's always going in title pictures. If you're not the leader of the group, but you're always in the title picture, you can always be like, we said no leaders, blah, blah, blah. You follow my lead. And then it's like, wait, what? Okay.
Finn Balor should have a Seth Rollins type resume.
I agree.
He should be the Iron Man like Seth is. He's an upper mid Carter main eventer. And 10 years, we think about 10 years of Balor in the WWE. All you really think about is the Demon, which they ruined, him winning the title,
and then losing it in 24 hours.
And he didn't lose it. Telling you were the best in the world for one night 8 years ago.
That's horrible. When I look at Finn Balor and this, all right, I'm about to bring this up.
I wouldn't even care if he didn't get a title shot, but the Bullet Club was doing better. You let Gallows and Anderson sink away too.
All right, I'm about to make a controversial statement, and I hope that it resonates.
And I like Finn Balor. I just wished we got more in the 10 years. When you say 10 years, like, damn.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what's wild, right? I just heard Eric Bischoff make a statement about, AEW and going there for careers to die, right? I 100% disagree with him, 100%. I would love to have an argument or debate or a talk. WWE is where careers go to die, and you make a lot of money, the most money. They recently put out, I think it was through WrestleOps or whatever on Twitter. Check them out. The minimum salary for main roster superstars is $200 to $300K.
That's now.
Yeah,
Balor was probably making.
But here's the point I made. This is where careers go to die.
We know that. Brett got paid to sit home.
Definitely don't. There's so many people saying it's the opposite way. You can't tell me that's not true when you got people like Eric Bischoff and Jim Cornette and all these other people who are industry people will say WWE is the big time. That's where we want to go. I mean, that's what we've heard our whole life.
I think some of that's clickbait.
As far as AEW is going,
it's the biggest organization. That's a fact. It's the biggest organization for professional wrestling. However,
people leave though. People do leave the WWE.
People leave the NBA. People leave the G League. But if you look at the careers of people who've been stars elsewhere, they haven't been able to maintain. at all. Shinsuke, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, and then you talk about people leaving. I mean, people leave, they'll come and go, whatever, right? But people are still flourishing, like Daniel Bryanson is flourishing in other companies. As to WWE, he wasn't getting no more gold. It's like, hey, we want you to go down. Drew McIntyre ain't had gold in a couple years. Kevin Owens, he's the Royal Rumble god. He's had more WWE championship matches at Royal Rumbles than any superstar hit. 6, and lost them all. That means you're not going to the main event of WrestleMania. That's literally what we're telling the crowd.
I think when you're deciding where you want to wrestle, you're asking yourself, what do I really want? Am I doing this for legacy and because I enjoy it, or I'm doing it for a paycheck? And as bad as we think Mercedes Moné looks, she stood on her ground. She stood
on her ground. Remember, WWE wasn't putting her back in no championship.
She left. Like, she went to Mexico, trained, went to Japan, trained, made history over there, and Toni Storm left, and she's bigger than she's ever been.
So here's my thing: is this a true statement that WWE actually kills the careers of people? It just,
I think it's the system.
That's not a real statement to this question, though. The question is, does WWE kill careers but pays you more? It's not that it's a system. Every AEW has a system.
Hey, it's a lot of jobs that kill your career and your spirit but pay you more. Hey, I've had a few. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? It's a job. I worked in radio for 15 years in TV. People, as cool as people thought that was, that's a job. Instead of the boss, to the schedule, to people I had to answer to. It's still a job. And you're gonna ask yourself, am I gonna be miserable and work for this check, or do I want to do this over here? And like, it's just a weird thing. WWE used to be, when you go here, you guaranteed something. Now, your career, we don't know if you're gonna be on the roster cut list in the next few months.
I honestly like look at AJ Francis. He's one of the biggest heels in wrestling. WWE had no place for him. Nah, get him out of here. He's a dominant big man.
Well, see, that's when I say the system. Me and you, we talked to AJ personally. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say what those conversations were.
Facts.
But he wasn't. That was never going to work.
Right.
With who he is, his personality, and just, you know what I'm saying? Some people not going to just go for anything. And that was not going to work. It was a reason they brought all of Hit Row back but him.
I mean, I would say this about. Go ahead. I would say this though. I think that once more indie companies started getting televised, that's when you probably notice more careers going over there die out more.
That might be. I could kind of agree with that, and I think WWE ID is going to be another case of that.
You got to think about it. Swerve Strickland left. He became a bigger star.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Tony
Edge
Storm
went over there to be a main eventer.
The Hardys, even though they are the Hardys, they in TNA. Like, they're champions.
They're champions.
So it's what do you want? Do you want to be
Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth? They had no more burn for this guy. He was getting beat every week.
Then you have people in other companies that probably would never ever step foot in WWE because of, could be politics, could because of their size. You know, WWE was a size company at one time.
This is my point. Regardless of the matter, when we just look at it from the outside in, can we officially start to turn that narrative? WWE actually kills careers, but it will pay you well. Versus, or do you want your legacy? Because again, Nick Nemeth is a world champ. If he did it for his kids, right? Do you think his kids are more proud to see him in a bigger stage, losing week after week, no title matches, or on TNA where he's the world champion, he's competing, he's in the main event picture, but it's less money.
I think his kids are proud that when they come home, they got lights. So well,
hey, get rid of Shinsuke, Gamage.
Wherever daddy get the check.
Okay, you see my kids on my birthday on Saturday. I would prefer if I made less money, but you saw me in a better light. Me personally. Now, I don't live in everybody's household, so everyone can't, I'm not going to knock nobody for making the other choice either. Because again, WWE, according to what I think was WrestleOps or somebody put out, $200,000 for the main roster. That's a lot of money.
I'm going to give it to you like this real quick, HP. Would you rather be John Sally or Charles Barkley?
Ooh, brother, Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley. Yep. Yep.
All right,
Charles
moving
Barkley.
on.
Charles Barkley. And that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's not. Do
Because
you think
Sally
John
got
Sally?
what, 5 championships?
Yes. He has 3 with the
Yeah.
Bulls and 2 with the Pistons.
2 with the Pistons. He might have been a little active for them. 3 with the Bulls. He was
He was
definitely
just a roster spot.
he was
When
tasting
you
the
talk about the
Gatorade.
3, even the Bulls' 3-headed monster, no one talks about John Sally. The Bulls' 3-headed monster was Will Purdue, Bill Wennington, and
But Charles was the man. He never got it.
Charles was the man. He never got it. He was even the number 1 leading scorer of the Dream Team, and they didn't recognize him for it, really. Like, no one says, like, he you know what I'm saying? He was the leading scorer of the Dream Team. The greatest team ever assembled. Who's the leading scorer? Michael Jordan. No, you're lying. It was Charles Barkley. Look it up. You know, I
All
would
right, some
rather
of the
be Charles.
comments. Finn and Gable will fumble. Yeah. Who's gotten bigger going to AEW? Vinny, has been a few, actually.
Where do you see them?
It's the big time. It's the biggest stage. Yeah, so, but.
Yeah, again, the biggest stage is still WWE. I just have to ask that question because, again, it's going to be a personal preference. There's no shade to nobody. Kevin Owens has an illustrious career. You know, AJ Styles was in
You asked
TNA.
me, I'm going to New Japan to eat fluffy pancakes.
I'm going to follow you right there, brother. I've been to Japan. I've been to Sasebo, brother.
Oh, you know.
Yo, I'm trying to go to Japan.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm out there. I'm out there. Not a bad place. Read your magazines backwards because they start this way. They start from. It's odd, but it's different. But you know,
that's how English used to be.
Yeah.
Hey, all your crosswalk symbols look like Michael Jackson.
When you talk about English and Sanskrit and all that, it was originally that way as well. But you know.
So I'm not mad at nobody for their choices. However, can we talk about Gunther and his motherfucking rampage he's on? Appreciate it, Mike McCullough. I stay invested in the things I know.
Gunther, man. Gunther look like he might be putting a little weight back on.
Think so?
Now ain't the time going into Mania season.
I think if it is, though, Gunther was a larger guy and he lost a lot of weight.
Gunther
But that
big.
schedule, I don't think he'll ever get to his size he was before. But if he, you know, we've seen Jacob Fatu come in one way.
And we're probably going to get Gunther and Otis next week. They got to give him something to do until.
I'm so okay with that.
You know, because Otis went to didn't Otis wrestle Obafemi?
Yeah, he got beat up.
Otis can get busy.
Yeah, and I'm so okay. I think it's going to be a really good match, for TV. And 2, Alpha Academy gets some shine.
I think it's going to be a tough match. Where you going to think Otis is going to get that win, and I think Gunther might get disqualified or something. So they have to fill Gunther's schedule until WrestleMania.
Mike McCullough, my man. I'm always highlight.
Charles Barkley was a fool. Charles Barkley,
he was before his time.
Underrated.
Underrated.
You read them basketball cards.
Gunther Tozawa call that man a goof. Say, hey, you have much.
Let me ask this question because I wrote it in my notes. Jey Uso, too little, too late on that save. Like, why you wait till the second guy got choked out? My man, y'all was supposed to stomp Gunther to oblivion.
And then the backstage promo. Y'all doubting me. The world doubting me. My dog doubting me. I went to McDonald's and the lady in the drive-thru was doubting me.
I just don't like the rinse and repeat they're doing with Jay right now.
And then
I love the Yeet. But
best part of seeing him tonight was that Austin Theory got caught up in the moment. And I think that was the tell that you're going to get caught up in a moment. But I can't have this moment last 2 months.
That's facts. Facts. I'm with you, bro. I don't want to hear. I need to hear. Y'all doubted me? Now I'm going to make you believe. Not believe, believe him, but something.
If they really want us to get sympathy on Jey Uso, Rikishi, he's always on Twitter. Think he has a podcast. Jay, go sit down with your daddy.
Oh,
Then have your daddy doubt you.
might be on to something with that one.
My
But
daddy doubt
it's
me.
it's too
Like,
late. It's too late. No, it's not. It's not. It would be fire because Rikishi's been a very vocal parent.
Yeah,
very
very,
vocal, very
Very vocal.
overly vocal.
very.
But if you were to tell him, you know what I'm scared of the most? If you were to wrestle Cody, I know Cody has a soft spot. If you were to wrestle so and such, I know he's. If you were to wrestle Braun Breaker, Braun's green. Gunther is not green. Gunther has no soft spots. And I don't want to see you
And
lose.
Gunther beat you before, so he knows your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I don't want you to get hurt. I don't even want you to do this, son. Like, I don't. Yeah.
I that's not bad, bro.
People
That
that want
actually isn't
Rikishi to
bad.
get involved, involve him that way as this concerned father. Like, Jay, I don't want this for you. Like, you my son. You not you Jay Uso to the world, but to me,
Yeah, call him by his real name too. You're Jay Uso to the world, but to me, he's not John. I think John is his brother.
it's Jonathan and the
Yeah,
other
I don't mess
Jonathan.
the name.
So,
Jonathan.
and guess what? Guess who else is his brother? Big Jim. Like, bro, I
Big
don't.
Jim is his brother. Nah, but Big Jim, I think, is Jonathan.
That's
No,
what I'm
Jay's
saying. Then Solo, like, have them
Oh
people.
yeah.
yeah, no, Jay's real
And
name is
then
Joshua.
when he by himself, you see Roman, and Roman like, yeah, I believe you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I named you
No,
main event Jay
I
Uso.
hope. I
I
hope. I
told you
hope.
it's Rocky versus Ivan Drago. That's what it
Okay,
is.
I can see that. I can see that. If Roman says, "I named you main event for a reason,"
You main
Joshua.
event Jay Uso,
That's
ain't
it.
you?
Jonathan and Joshua. That's it. Thank you, Mike. When did they bring it? Yo, they signed Julio. I've missed that shit so bad.
They signed him
Yeah,
like a
so
year
yeah,
ago.
get Rikishi involved, and I think that'll really get sympathy. I'm like, damn, your daddy? Oh, your daddy.
Yo, and I'll play off to you, Archie, because I think that's a fire idea. I'm not trying to doubt you, son. I'm just being honest. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it just breaks. It becomes emotional. Now we get tied to Jay. We get tied
And
to Jay.
see, then, this is how you get the dominoes falling. You had Rikishi watch the Royal Rumble, I believe, with Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Mark Henry has a podcast. Mark Henry has a son get into wrestling. Get the other dads involved. Hey, Jay, I'm good friends with your dad. I've been in the ring with giants. I don't know, young fella. Like, get that shit rolling. Like, then you have the whole. So when that moment comes and he does it,
You
the
know what's
whole
funny?
world rejoices.
They say you
I
should study
applied
history.
for the job. The WWE didn't hire me. I'm gonna say that every show. Got some
Yo,
good ideas up here.
I ain't gonna lie. They say study history, so we're not gonna repeat it. But the reality is, we always repeat it. Go back to WrestleMania 12. Shawn versus Brett. Shawn was a catch as catch can wrestler that was constantly described as a style by Jim Ross directly. Shawn's training videos were a little mixture of technical wrestling with that catch as catch can style. And I think you need to give us that of Jey Uso going to WrestleMania. Work on his training. That he's actually trying to work on different holds and like he's actually trying to wrestle. And then what he shows up and does at WrestleMania, that's on him. But because Gunther said it tonight, I'm the best wrestler in the world. And then he proceeded to beat the living shit out of
And
Tozawa.
then a couple weeks before Mania, we don't need to see Jey Uso.
Don't
Then
even need
Gunther's like,
promo
he's a
videos.
coward. I knew he wouldn't show.
I knew he
And
wouldn't
then
show.
the Raw
Have his
before
brother go out
Mania,
there.
we just get a promo. We don't even see him. And next time we see him,
He's ready.
he ready.
He ready.
So
Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned that with promos because when it comes to training montages, they don't do that often anymore.
No.
Like for big matches, they don't do that often no more.
bro, Mr. Perfect, Razor Ramon, Ravishing Rick Rude.
It's a big three right there.
Those promos alone just added to the character.
And they all got over off promo. And they all could promo too,
And
but
people believe him.
the vignettes and stuff, 100%. You thought Razor Ramon was really Cuban. We all
But he
did.
was really in the projects in Miami, though. That was
Yeah.
real.
That was real.
Hey,
It's that white man. It's that white man out there. And everyone believed it.
That man Opalaka.
That's
County.
crazy. He was that over where in real life people just like, yo, he's a cool dude, big ass dude.
Yeah,
like,
so yeah, then that'll be fire, bro. They gotta do something with Jay and get him, and maybe that's how you get Solo back if it's a split. Hey, Solo working with Jay, like the family. This family business.
You don't need no. Let Solo go. I think Solo's actually working. You don't want to. Solo's in a sink or swim territory right now, and you have him working with Jacob Fatu. Who's
that's why I said he gotta do something because he's going to sink on his own.
Who Solo?
Solo Sikoa, absolutely.
No, Solo's been rising gradually. It took a long time, but we're here. I mean, think about this. Solo started winning you over, bro. And remember how you used to talk about his suits and how
with
he
the
like
team,
like, yeah, I agree with this.
With the team, Solo by himself.
Yeah, but
unless he's just a wrecking machine.
Do you feel like Solo has tailored off?
I think he's right in the middle still.
That's good. That means if he went like this, that means he's now at this level. It's
even. Just anybody standing next to Jacob Fatu is going to look a little weird.
But let's see what that weird looks like. I think WWE's going to take that chance. Let's see what the weird looks like. Is it going to be a plus for Solo, or does it have him? If it hasn't going down, I think
Polo. I think Jay's only good on the mic when he's being himself. I think that's any wrestler. Perfect example, Ricochet. Ricochet is doing some of the best work in his life right now.
Ricochet
and it's because
still suck. We just go along with
No, I'm talking about the character, and he's
in AEW.
Because it's more of who he really is.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna lie, it's still cringe though.
Yeah, it still sucks. It's just better than it was,
man.
but it ain't.
Hey, it's just he's more of who he is. I think it's a comfort thing. You get to be Ricochet's like a weird dude. So
yeah, he is weird. He gets mad about people on fucking talking shit about Twitter, like, bro, but you're not good on the mic. I see why WWE kept you off the mic. You're not good. Even though this is like within your range, it's not good. It's not.
Well, the issue with Ricochet
I fell in love with Ricochet at Lucha Underground when he was Prince Puma. You know what he didn't do? He didn't talk over there. He just wrestled.
Yeah, he can wrestle. You got something like that. But go ahead, Gamash.
Like the problem with Ricochet now is with him being in AEW, he's even more exposed because we know you will never get at promos, and you got 3 to 4 other guys there that do what you do already, but better.
Damn.
Go ahead. Is anyone gonna tell me Will Ospreay wrestles better than him?
Will Ospreay the best wrestler in the world.
Okay, then.
And, I'm a Kenny Omega fan, and Okada, all them guys like.
I just don't like spot after spot after spot after spot after spot after spot. Like that's all he's. I mean, he's not all he does, but that's the majority. It's fun to watch.
I view him as a spot wrestler. That's what I call him.
Yeah, he's a spot wrestler, and that doesn't. I would put Bret Hart over him any day of the week. Any day of the week, I can keep Bret Hart over Ricochet. Overall, that whole enchilada of wrestlers. Give me Bret. Give me anyone who give me Dean Malenko. Give me Chris Benoit, CB. Give me Chad Gable. Give me Kurt Angle, and I will take them over any of them motherfuckers any day. However, if I'm building a company, I need 2 or 3 of them because I need
diversity. Hey, Ricochet, don't you?
Yo, you see all them? I was trying to avoid it, bro. I was like, God damn.
I tried to give him some bail. Hey, you got that one dude. The only thing you like about him is his old lady. That's Ricochet.
I like Ricochet's. He's the catch-as-catch-can wrestler. But he sucks on the mic. Super athletic. He can do spots. 97 Brett over everybody. Franklin Thames. I agree 100%. 97 Brett is really the epitome of the wrestler. If I could, 97 Brett is better than damn near anybody. Damn near anybody. That's when his mic work. He literally starts the attitude era.
So if you had to erase one wrestler,
yes,
Sean or Brett, who you erasing?
Wait, what?
Sean or Brett, who you erasing?
Sean, and I'm a Sean fan.
Oh, you love Bret Hart.
No, yeah, but I love Sean.
Kamaj, who you erasing, Sean or Brett?
Your question, I'll let him answer, and I'll go back to why.
I mean, I would have to say Brett.
You want me to tell you why
Yeah.
I erased Sean? This is a rough one. Bret Hart is the epitome of what you want in a wrestler. He started in the tag team ranks. He went to the individual mid card. He worked his way up and epitomized the mid card by main eventing a SummerSlam, a major pay-per-view, as a mid carder for a mid card title. Went on to the main event scene and made it credible. He also marched in the little guys in WWF. We had Ric Flair over in WCW and stuff, but WWF.
Then he said Brett. Frank said Brett.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Sean has a better. Well,
no, I just was asking because I know
it's definitely a good. But here's my specifics.
I'll wait.
Sean is characterized off of Brett, not the other way around. Brett does so much classic work. We don't even count a lot of Brett's work. We always talk about Sean's classic matches. Find bad matches with Brett. It's not too many. Brett is the first one that goes through a table or the pay-per-view versus Diesel. You're not going to find that before. He's the one who starts this whole trend of going through the announce table. It's him. He had one move. It was a finisher of submission, and yet he was still pinning people with no finisher because he would just roll you up.
It's like what Brett is like that little mom and pop restaurant that Franklin, you just love, and Sean is like the big fast food joint. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say that either. I can't. Because Franklin points this out, and I said this on the last pod. Whenever they need to try something, they go to Brett. I mean, they go to Sean. First Elimination Chamber. The first ladder match on a WrestleMania is Sean. But the first ladder match they do
never got Eddie and HBK with a cook.
Sean and Brett. Yeah. Brett and anyone cooks.
Eddie, bro. Eddie was like that to me.
Yeah, man.
Very hard to define. But here's where I go different. Sean takes 4 years off. Brett don't take those years off. Brett had to seriously actually get hurt. Sean got seriously hurt. But there's that rumor, because Sean wrestled another match that was not in the WWE, that he could have come back. But he was still getting his salary those whole 4 years he was off. Hence, I'm not coming back. Once they signed WCW and that contract ended, guess what? Sean popped up for SummerSlam. Guess what? Sean went on to wrestle the rest of his career. So I do think there's a certain level of cockiness to Sean that can impede the business that did not happen with Brett.
No, because Brett was either ultra babyface in America, or heel in America, babyface in Canada. Like Brett was playing doing double duty, and he never got to be the Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He never got that rub. So
hey, Brett also creates DX. It ain't Sean and Hunter. It's Bret Hart telling them you're a bunch of degenerates. Keeps calling him that, and then finally Sean goes, "Well, if you're a degenerate, I know I'm a degenerate."
Brett also created the Mr. McMahon character.
It is because Brett is the one who goes, "I'm sick of it." He was like, "This is bull on USA Network. This is a steel cage match, February 13th, 1997. Go back, watch that steel cage match. Brett loses, he gets screwed. They're taking the cage down, and this is bullshit." And Vince went in for the interview when he pushed him down.
Brett screwed Brett.
Yeah.
Hey man, what else happened on Monday night, bro? We can talk about this all night, man.
We don't get Stone Cold. Oh, speaking of which, let me just put this plugging since we're having this Brett conversation. The winner of that poll, like it, love it or not, for the next near fall is Brett versus Sean. Why or why not? Remember this. I'll leave it here. Brett versus Sean was rumored to happen at WrestleMania 13. What happened? And how do we get there? I'm covering that. That's what won.
Gave him the pencil, put his head Booker hat on.
It is. Well, some of it's actually historic fact, but there's certain things that don't align to a standard WrestleMania road. Like the fact that Stone Cold won the 1997 Royal Rumble. How were you going to detour that? So I will look at all that.
Speaking of things that don't align, what's up with Cody Rhodes? And why was Seth Rollins dressed like Carmen Sandiego?
Yo, chill, bro.
I mean, I don't question his fashion anymore. I just know I don't like it.
It takes away from him.
It does.
Does it? I think at this point I'm just used to it. Like,
yeah, but it still takes away from him.
I can't take him seriously when he doing that fashionista stuff.
It's like The Rock. We remember The Rock for the glasses and the $600 shirts. It's part of the character. That's my thing about Seth. Seth doesn't have a character. He's just like a dude that wrestles.
Oh my God, looking like a Twizzler. Do you think
he was dressed like Seth freaking Gummy Bear tonight?
Do you think Seth was the one who sold out to Triple H? Do you think
I was waiting for him to go, I can't stand the rain
in my window? Now remember this, right? Here's my couple hints. Rock said last year the MVP of WrestleMania was Seth Rollins.
Seth said, don't make me regret everything I went through to help crown you champion. This gives me a different take on the chamber now. I don't think John Cena's winning the Elimination Chamber.
Here we go. Let's talk about it. I love it. You like it. I love it. Goddammit.
I don't think John Cena wins it.
I don't think so either. Who do you have winning?
Uh-oh.
I always said CM Punk.
I do have CM Punk winning.
I
think that is aligned, and
I think Cena is such an obvious choice, and that swerve at Royal Rumble might be just to throw us off the trail, and he wins. But I'm not sure he wins the Elimination Chamber.
Here's my thing: the rumor was John, potentially Logan Paul. No coincidence; they're both in the Elimination Chamber. Maybe something happens in there for that rivalry to go. Logan Paul's ego is fucking through the roof. He's talking about he's the new face of the company, and he's a full timer. So we'll see if that manifests.
And Rock's going to be there. Something's going to happen.
And this is where I feel Seth Rollins comes in. You remember that speech that promo Triple H gave fucking Seth Rollins a couple years ago about selling your soul and how people think you're the Antichrist if you do what's right for your family. Like Seth Rollins got
and Cody said, your soul, they want my soul because yours is compromised. Do we get Seth back as a corporate dude with Rocky?
I wouldn't be surprised.
If they do, I don't like that.
Seth Rollins has done movies. Remember, he was in Captain America before they did all the pre-edits, and Juan Carlos Esposito took his spot in that movie.
Homie. I just was with him at Anime Fest Nola. You know what I'm saying? Fan Expo New Orleans. Shout out to Juan Carlos Esposito.
Check out my man, and check out the race cars. If you're not into NASCAR, go ahead and listen to Archie Car. Yo, I'm telling you right now.
I do NASCAR racing recaps and predictions over on my Instagram and TikTok at the Archie Carter and at the NASCAR Dash. So I be doing my thing. You know, I wake up in the morning, write those, record those, and shoot those videos like within like 30 minutes. Yeah. Because I have to wait for the race to be over. So then the races. So
you gotta teach me. You gotta teach me because I'm working on my music shit. I can write that fast, but my process now start eliminating bars and lines.
And then I edit the videos while I'm at the gym. That gives me a reason to walk to do the treadmill long periods of time because I'm editing the video. So it's a method to the madness.
We're gonna talk about that, but I think Seth Rollins. I remember we all saw Drew McIntyre with The Rock. and they've been buddy behind the scenes.
Only person I could see really with The Rock and it really like just really making people hate it is Logan Paul.
I'm mad you even fucking said that.
People would hate that.
If you want me to throw my 75-inch TV, cool.
It works.
I only had to
But
say the TV size because motherfuckers
this
watch
chamber, I got Punk winning. This promo tonight didn't really sell me on Seth winning, and
Right.
I just don't see Cena getting it done.
I agree with you. I think Logan Paul, Cena. I think because remember in this 12 months, I think Cena wins, but it won't be at Mania. And I know people that might hurt people's feelings, but what difference does it make? Ted DiBiase
We
said
already like 2 months in.
Ted DiBiase said this about Bret Hart because he didn't want to lose the title in Montreal. It's like, what difference does it make that you don't lose the title in front of 25,000 people, but there's millions watching? Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lose in front of my 30,000. Dude, Drew, millions watching.
Also said Rock don't fuck with Logan at all.
Oh,
Hey,
right.
that might be the case. I do think Rock gets involved in this elimination chamber because he's directly connected because his champion is going to face, well, the one he's extended that shit to. Seth Rollins is a good pick.
To win it?
No. To align himself with The Rock, and then we're looking at a SummerSlam match of some sort. But
I only see Seth and Rocky working if it leads to a match between Seth and Rock, and I don't see that.
I think that's possible too. They've stood on opposing sides. Rock is familiar with Seth.
Now, it actually might not be a bad match.
No, Seth doesn't have bad matches. Him, AJ Styles, Shawn Mike, they're all cut from this cloth of being top level performers. They don't really have bad matches. You know, whether you know who's going to win the outcome, the match don't be bad.
Right. Yeah, this chamber is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting.
Very interesting. I don't see Drew McIntyre winning it, but if he does, I expect him to walk out of WrestleMania the champion.
Drew's not winning. Drew's not beating Cody.
No, I think Drew is such a great threat, but I don't know if he can carry the company.
He did during COVID.
He definitely can.
I don't see it.
He carried it for 8 months with Punk.
Yeah, but I don't know
without a title.
You're right in that aspect, but I feel like I don't know, man. You might be right.
Yeah, Drew's done. Not done in the city. Drew's done as far as the title picture for now.
For WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because we get SummerSlam might be a whole new.
Well, all these wrestlers probably will have WrestleMania matches, and the stories are going to probably come from elimination.
Yeah. This is star-studded. My question is this: not to jump off subject.
I think we about done with Raw though. Anyway.
Yeah, we are, but
where started with the main event.
He's not on the Elimination Chamber. He's not in the Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns.
Bro, I don't. I mentioned this a few recaps ago. What if we don't get Rock or Roman at WrestleMania?
I know one thing. DNA owes me a bottle.
Oh, yeah. What was the bet? If Roman don't main event. Either night 1 or night 2. And the credits are rolling, you seeing Roman Reigns in the match.
Yeah. And remember, I called the main event as ending the night.
So I don't even know who you would give Roman at this point.
Only thing I can see is The Rock.
Cody gets the win of Elimination Chamber. Jay gets Gunther. I don't even know who Roman faces and how it would even make sense.
Seth Rollins.
Maybe you can't. If not Seth, then Drew.
I wouldn't even go Drew. I would say Drew. Well, Drew makes sense, actually. Drew's been hunting the bloodline. But they kind of detached from that and brought Damian Priest in.
Mike, I don't know if Roman's hurt. I don't know.
Lie. Waffle House sounds real good right about now. I got hungry out of nowhere.
Told you, when I do these recaps, I normally want to eat after, but I'm doing the water fast like DNA starting tomorrow.
Oh,
So
for real?
yeah,
I might do the 75-day challenge. Not, you know what I mean?
75 hard.
Yeah, I did it before.
Good luck. I gotta go to the
The
doctor
hardest,
Thursday anyway. I
the
got a
hardest part
doctor's
for me is
appointment.
just the
My
drinking.
checkup.
If it's
Go to the
75
doctor.
days
Get your
out,
checkups, folks. Huh?
75 days out with no drinks, like, bro, I look for reasons to celebrate.
It's Tuesday.
Yay! It's Monday Night Raw recap.
I got mail today.
All I know is I'm sipping a green bottle. You see that motherfucker empty too.
Tangeray?
Yeah.
Oh. You're gonna be sending
I used to
out
be a big.
them
I used to
you
be a
up
big.
text
There's
in
only two
about 20
things.
minutes.
So it was funny though. People be like, "Damn, you drink it." There's only two things I can drink like water. Everything else might have me. I can drink gin. I used to be a huge gin drinker with gin and tonic after my workouts. Boom, 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 boom. To the point where
You drinking gin and tonic after your workouts?
That's
Yeah.
different.
I used to. And if I showed you how buff I was, you'd probably be like, "Shit, I'm drinking gin and tonic after these workouts."
This guy's nuts.
And ain't just buff too. I was super cut. After I got married and bought my house and started, I was like, man, I'll eat
But
whatever.
cookouts every Sunday.
Cookouts every. I'm drinking hot dog water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
disgusting.
It is disgusting. But
y'all want to do Elimination Chamber predictions or wait? Because I think that's about
I'll
pretty
wait till the
solid show
SmackDown.
tonight.
I'll wait till SmackDown in case they announce something else. But I don't
Okay.
think I don't
Yeah,
know.
we came in with the main event. The main event was really good. I really enjoyed that match.
Let me.
Oh, we missed a New Day. They beat LWO.
LWO Del Toro, Joaquin Wild. You're ruining this New Day heel turn.
Yeah.
Rapidly.
Why are we still fucking with the LWO?
Why is LWO still a faction? Break that shit up, man.
Because they sent Zelina to SmackDown.
It's done.
And she
was
was
the most interesting one.
Yeah, especially on the promos too.
Mike McCullough, I only think they have 3 matches so far for Elimination Chamber. KO, Sami Zayn. But remember, the Elimination Chamber
you
is
got
like
both Elimination Chambers, and you got Candice LeRae and Nia versus
Tiffany Stratton and Trish.
Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton.
That's corny as hell. I'm done.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna use that. They're gonna use that to hype up Trish and Nia.
Here's the thing: probably. Who beat Liv and Raquel last week? Let me go on my notes. Let's see if I got it. So Liv and Raquel won the number 1 contenders match, and then they lost. Okay, that's too far back. Io Sky and Dakota Kai.
Oh yeah, Dakota Kai lost tonight too to Lyra Valkyria. Yeah. So I knew it was
that was whack. But let's go back a few weeks to last Thursday or the Thursday before.
Okay, Ivy now showed up with the little homage makeup to Luna Vachon. She killed it.
And I'm happy to see all of that. That's how I want my championships, where someone's hunting and there's another hunter and there's oh shit. You know what I mean? That's what.
Yeah, Ivy now looked like a legit threat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Niall is the only person that shows she's passionate about that belt.
Yes, and remember the Royal Rumble? She was this. This is what I hate.
And there's something. It's not a nonchalant thing. It's not Cody saying you're gonna fight me and Kevin saying no, I'm not. It's she wants it, and I'm coming to get it.
Here's what sucks, bro. She won that belt on January 13th. 7 days, 14, 21, 28, 35. Finally tonight, 42 days later, we get the first defense. You want to kill belts? Go ahead and keep doing that shit.
So what y'all think happens to Naomi and Bianca next?
Well, hold on. She had a match before this, and she lost it.
Yeah, she lost.
In the Elimination Chamber to Bayley. Don't have your champions chase another belt, and she just won that as the inaugural. WWE. Act like you have common sense. Act like you've been here before.
Inaugural first. This should be going This should be
She didn't even have
celebrated.
a title defense before she started chasing another belt
This
to
should be
show that
celebrated
right
for
now.
a strong, good year.
She
Yes,
should have been defending the belt at the pay-per-view, not trying to get in it for the women's heavyweight belt.
yes. And this is what I'm saying. WWE 42 days before we get a first title defense, but she had a she was in a bracket to get another title opportunity for, and she lost. So doesn't that make Bailey the number one contender?
All
Right?
right, Mike. We ain't gonna have no Chelsea Green slander in the chat now.
And Chelsea Green's not too far off, but at least they're doing good. They got an actual rivalry over there, and we look forward to more rivalries. But on the Intercontinental side, they cooked. You already showed the belt is meaningless.
Polo, that's a random ass comment. I made homemade crunch wrap, so fire.
Like if we're gonna compare Chelsea and Lyra, Chelsea even has promoted the belt better than Lyra has.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I fuck
And
with
Lyra
Chelsea.
got no pop, like no.
None.
I mean, now the boos were louder than anything in that match, and I don't like that Dakota Kai just tucked her tail and shook hands and walked away.
Well, again, go back 2 Thursdays. Io Sky and Dakota Kai as a tag team beat Liv and Raquel, pinned them. It was the match that Dakota Kai came back from injury.
And I think Liv and Raquel as tag champs this time is going to be a lot of fun.
No, it will. You got a rematch. You got Io Sky and Dakota Kai waiting in the rings because they're going to be like, we just pinned y'all. We just beat y'all. You know what I mean?
Do you keep Naomi and Jade as a tag?
No.
Or let them go their own separate ways?
They you gotta demolish that. You guys show no interest. You hit her with a car, and now she's out on Instagram and everything, taking pictures and under the name Jade Cargill. This is where you guys say, "Hey, I need you to use your personal Instagram for that."
That's why when she commented under Jada Parker's picture, "Can I drive that boat?" I commented, "Can you find who drove the car?"
Yeah. That was hilarious when you did that.
Yeah, and it needs to be said. Like these storylines, these writers, you either hold the kayfabe to a certain degree. Nia Jax, the one who uses the name, she's like her real life name.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. When something happens in wrestling, comment on your okay. Because when I go to find you, I'm not looking at. I'm not even thinking about your name. I'm looking for Nia Jax.
Right.
Yeah.
And it should all have that Nia Jax _ WWE with an official stamp, and that should be what it is for every wrestler. So it's easy to find them. Jade Cargill needs to have something to that. If I don't know if her name is Jade Cargill in real life, but if it is, you need to have one that's _ WWE, and then it's like Jade fine as hell or something. You know what I'm saying? Something that's not Jade Cargill, so we don't
fine as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just so you know, that is her real name.
Fine as hell. I told you. Jade fine as hell. Her parents
Liv
right.
not winning because she has a tag belt. Yeah, Vinny, you saw the pictures.
Speaking of Jada Parker, I'll send that shit right here because we all need to see that shit. It is so great.
The way the women's chamber looking, I don't know. It might be Bailey.
For what? Bailey just came off a very mediocre title run.
I mean, who do you give it to? Who do you give that title shot to in the chamber? I think Roxanne would be cool, but I don't think they're gonna push it at
Roxanne and Rhea would probably be really good.
I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't be mad at Roxanne, but I don't see it happening.
I just go with fucking.
I saw Alexa Bliss pop. Is she back full time?
I don't know, but the thing is, they put her on SmackDown. So if she faces Rhea, like, I don't know.
Well, you know, they got the transfer portal and all that stuff. So who knows?
No, that's closed.
Yeah, until they want to open it again.
Facts. You're right.
You know, they make their own rules.
You're right.
But yeah, chat, y'all got anything for us before we get up out of here?
Hold on, brother.
We'll be back tomorrow night.
Brother. I got to show this, brother. I got to show this, goddammit. I got to show this. Let me tell you something. When Vinny invented the Yamali, this is what we was talking about. Now, we only talking about professional wrestlers. You know what I mean? And let's be clear. Jada Parker is a professional motherfucking wrestler, right? But goddamn, brother. I don't know who was on that boat.
I took that picture.
Brother. I can't wait to see her fucking wrestle.
Hey. I understand.
Hey, I had to put that out there. God damn, that shit is so gorgeous. I mean, she's wrestles great.
Yeah,
Holy Yamly.
You know what's crazy? I'm
Just park on the
surprised at how
boat.
many people are surprised.
Look at this. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm surprised at how many people are surprised that professional athletes look good.
No, but when you see them like this,
oh, nah, that's different. I'm just saying in general.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, like, if we're talking about like female athletes,
and this is the picture that Jay Cargill commented under.
Yeah,
that shit is gorgeous.
The skyline, right, of the city. You didn't even see them buildings,
what
did
city?
you? You didn't even see them buildings.
I didn't even know they was on the water. I just found out when I just, you know what I mean? Ah, shit. But
I think the chat agrees. Jada Parker she's like that.
Everybody comment under it. That shit is. I got that shit on my phone right now.
And me, I probably got the screen.
That's somebody's wallpaper on their phone, man.
Nigga, I just showed you my shit. Including me.
Jada need a fire t-shirt. Vinny, we gotta talk. We gotta put these Yamily shirts together, man. Cause
hey, the tiers are coming out this week for certain. Also, a lot of stuff is restarting this week. I already talked about Near Fall. You're gonna get the Sean and Brett.
Diamond Dallas Page interview dropped yesterday.
Just dropped.
So if you haven't seen it, go check out DNA. Talk about WCW, WWE. DDP talked about when he sued Jay-Z for throwing up the rock, DDP yoga. Yeah, they got into a lot of stuff in the interview. So check out the Diamond Dallas Page interview that's just dropped yesterday. Share it, like it, retweet it, leave a comment. At DDP, tell him, man, I seen your interview on Ad 12. We need to do another one. Yeah, whatever.
Absolutely. We would love to have him back because it's phenomenal. Jada got the best yams in WWE. Controversial, but brother, you will get no. I see shit.
Yeah, like Mike, he bugging. I've been on HP. I seen this phone. It's normally the kids on there because he love his kids.
I definitely do. But y'all seen what they did for the birthday? If you was here, they came on at 12 o'clock. You know, they know my door closed. Do not disturb. I'm here.
That was sweet. We all had to sing happy birthday to HP, man. HP, man. Everybody sent him a couple of dollars.
I made it a reel so I don't lose that memory. That was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
I was trying to argue too. That took me out of the whole mode. I was trying to argue.
Hey, it need to be your birthday more often.
I be trying to get them to turn up. I be like, Archer, you're lying.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Gamal, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, I'm good.
You hanging out with Christy Hemme and
Dana
Brooke, Ash by Elegance, huh?
I don't know if Archie see this. Gamal, you look like you in hell right now. Like all the little Christian videos I used to watch a Bible study and shit. And Bible school, back in vacation Bible school.
That Left Behind movie,
this
man.
This is what hell get Left Behind was crazy. The Nicolas Cage. They had one with
Kirk Cameron, Left Behind.
Cameron. Yes. I used to watch those. That's why I get crazy.
Oh, Polo birthday Friday. We might have to bring you on, Polo. Mike, kids was in the line. Yeah, we had a good time, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I appreciate that from the chat. We're gonna pay it back. Make sure to join up, sign up for the memberships. We're about to go live. Tomorrow we got NXT. Friday we got SmackDown, but we'll start going live on the memberships thing. We'll just have some conversations. And you never know who you might get. You might see me and my ugly mug. You might see Gamaj. If you see Gamaj, you're gonna have to type that shit. Because Gamaj do not like to talk. We're gonna pull all that out of him. You know what I'm saying? Gamaj, we got books for Gamaj. Like
Gamaj like to talk. We just ain't the people he like to
Yeah.
talk to. We ain't we
Oh,
don't we ain't Jada Parker. Let's just say that.
Also, we're doing a WrestleMania giveaway. We're not even saying what it is. We're not saying anything about it. But it's only going to be for members. So it would behoove you.
And we
Remember, we
just
give
did the
away
2K25 giveaways, and
6
that's it.
people.
I'm thinking about doing more of those actually because we hit 12,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a big
Yes,
feat.
sir.
So to celebrate, I want to personally do another giveaway. So we're gonna work on that because y'all got to get this game because we about to be back on that too.
So who knows what it could be, but join the memberships. And again,
But I
you'll
know
see a couple.
Penta and Ray, I say Ray Fitting and Jacob Fatu gonna be the two most played with characters on that game.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be crazy. Just
They
remember
got
this.
Javon Evans in that thing, Jada Parker's in that thing, the Meta Girls. Like, I think this roster is going to be probably the best
Probably
roster
one of the
ever.
best one they ever had.
yeah.
Just remember this: we have double ups. Though those were free, but eventually they'll go on to the point where they're at the memberships. We have the near fall. We have top 5. We have they got us, and there's more to come. There's a whole
If I
debate.
could figure out this cold food thing, I'm gonna bring back cold food too. Plus gaming with the game. The old gaming with the game we used to play on Thursdays. We just get on the game and play. We trying to refigure that out, find a new day, and so
Remember
everybody can
memberships
play.
though.
So
Memberships got to pay to play, but if you pay to play, we got to be on there.
I paid to play.
But yeah, but shout out to those who are members: Vinny, Polo, uh,
Mike, I think Mike's a member.
no, Mike's not a member yet. We gonna get Mike in here
Well, we
though.
working on a tier, so you get your opportunity. But yeah, man, HP, anything before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, I think I'm good. I
It
think
was a good Raw. Sundays, y'all know that's HP Day to do his thing on his other channel, Hall Preezy Universe. Man, got
cooler
me.
than you.
I started watching Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. And I watched both seasons of Tulsa King.
I'm about to
Fire.
go get some fucking gizzards.
That's what's on your mind?
Yeah, like
Gizzards
y'all
to
know
Jada
how it
Parker?
be.
That's a hell
I
of
ain't
a
gonna lie
that's
to
a
you. When I start thinking about gizzards, brother,
that's just no turning back.
there's no turning back.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps calling me back,
I
back.
love food.
Well, that's
love
about it. Like I said, if you haven't, do me a favor, go to your streaming service, type in the Archie Carter and stream Good Karma and check out my NASCAR content on the NASCAR Dash and my TikToks and all that stuff. My Dale Earnhardt video did like 10,000. So we gonna keep it coming. Y'all must like it. So I'm gonna keep it
What's
going.
that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and make sure I jump in there.
Yeah, so we just trying to do different things and let y'all know about the things we do outside of this. And if you have something you do, let us know. I always tell you, hit me on Instagram at the Archie Carter, drop it in my inbox, send me a link. Hey, you know what to send me and what not to send me because I be getting some. Hey, I'm cool, but I ain't that cool. I just want to know what you got going on in life. So yeah, hit me up and like always, we will be back tomorrow night for the NXT recap. I think DNA may be on. He's supposed to pop in tonight, but that's a busy guy. And I know they just wrapped up an album. I believe Hitman Hollis dropping an album. DNA is a part of it this Friday, I believe. So you into the battle rap? It's a bunch of them on there. It's a whole, I think it's called Letter to the Culture or something. It's like 10,
Yeah,
12
Timmy
tracks.
Hollis album. March
10,
1st.
12 tracks, something like that. Hitman Hollis dropping the album. I'm going to check it out and get my honest opinion about it. So, yeah, I think that's all we got. Again, Attitude Era, like, comment, subscribe, follow all the socials, and we will see y'all tomorrow night. You put in an order for them gizzards, fry hard, baby. Ketchup, hot sauce.
Absolutely.
Do you mix your ketchup and hot sauce?
I do, but not with my gizzards. But because it depends on how seasoned they are.
I think that's a Southern thing. Gamage, he's a New Yorker.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get them. You know what I'm
He
saying?
don't. You ever had gizzards,
Don't rock with
Gamage?
gizzards?
Yeah, to New Orleans.
Huh?
When I went to New Orleans, I did.
Okay.
You don't be getting these gizzards?
This
I am
man,
Gizzard
why
King.
do you have that? Like,
You never know, baby.
hey, that's
We
why I
might have.
call you the Gizzard King. Chat, it's been
We're
real.
not doing pig feet, brother, or chitlins. Gizzard is the
I used to eat
extreme.
pig lips when I was a kid.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I'm from New Orleans. Like pig lips, and sometimes it still had a little hair on it. That was the good ones.
We up out of here.
I'm just saying. I've eaten some weird things. But chat, it's been real like always. I hope this week is good to you and good for you. I am the Archie Carter. That is Gamage, and that is the Gizzard King. Yeah, you know, a little. Hey, sometimes it's good with a little hair on it. A little hair, not a lot of hair.
Stop this shit.
Cut. We'll see y'all tomorrow. NXT recap, Attitude Era podcast. We out.